Who's the singer in Dooba Dooba?
There's a band named Dooba Dooba.
Oh yeah, they're like some African band, I think.
Yeah, ain't that weird? Okay. Anyway, no, I'm good. And go.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, welcome to another episode.
Another one.
Panic Fest 2025 of Movies Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we are bringing you another special edition of the Panic Fest movies that we watch. This one is now Dooba Dooba. Now, Chris, tell us something about Dooba Dooba Dooba.
Well, it's directed by Ehrland Hollingsworth, directed and written by him. This stars Betsy Sly as Monroe, Amna Vega as Amna, Aaron O'Meara as Taylor, Winston Haynes as Wilson, and Billy Hussey as Roosevelt.
Neil? I think that's everybody. That's the entire group. I believe that's the entire cast.
Yeah, Neil. What's Dooba Dooba about?
Dooba Dooba is a 2024 experimental thriller directed by Ehrland Hollingsworth. The film unfolds over a single night, presenting a chilling narrative through the lens of an in-home security cameras. It follows Amna, a young woman hired to babysit Monroe, a seemingly awkward 16-year-old with a traumatic past. As the night progresses, Amna discovers that Monroe harbors unsettling intentions, leading to a tense and unpredictable sequence of events.
Before we get deep into the movie, we should probably tell people where they can find Panic Film Fest, right?
Yeah, you totally should have done that. Why didn't you do that?
Sorry.
You're fired, Chris. We're not professionals again. Folks,
we're only 2 minutes in. You want to start over?
Nope, you go for it.
PanicFilmFest.com. You go there, you find out all of the information about Panic Film Fest. Like you said, it's our favorite time of the year. Neil also says WrestleMania is your favorite time of the year, but I love Panic Fest. Neil loves Panic Fest, and we're there this year. And I'm going to go ahead and you guys want to talk to us only. We recommend you talk to Panic Film Fest and us. But we're at moviesonsuck.net. We're at facebook.com/moviesonsuck podcast. We're on Instagram at TS Podcast. We're on Blue Sky Movies Unsuck Podcast. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/moviesonsuck. You guys want merch? It's Blackwood-Productions at TeePublic. You'll find our shirts there along with stuff Neil has made. And Bonfire Crimes/moviesonsuck is something to do. You'll find more shirts and more stuff Neil has made. And where you find podcasts, you can find Movies Don't Suck. Neil? And our sponsor today is just Panic Fest again, just Screenland, right? Yeah,
just Panic Fest. And then we'll talk Screenland Armor, where Panic Film Fest was at. If you're KC North part, go to Screenland Armor. We were just talking earlier. They are having like a bunch of movies coming up. And it's not just Panic Fest that they do. They do a bunch of different, awesome special, movies that are coming soon, or like, the movies that you want to go see at the theater. And it's owned by some of the coolest dudes. They're doing like hackers. They're going to be doing a special hacker, Starship Troopers, Clown in the Cornfield. Bjork. They're doing Bjork.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're also doing nice. They're also doing RoboCop coming up soon. So.
Yeah, and Watchmen, The Goonies, House. But then they're doing all the new movies like the new Final Destination. Thunderbolts is going to be there. It's one of the most beautiful theaters that we ever go. Oh shoot. They're doing a Showgirls.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Oh, no. Don't go to that one. I mean, don't go to that one, but don't go to that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what you judge me.
Yeah.
But
Ooh, dazed and confused. Anyway, yeah, so go to screenland.com for that. All right, back to Dooba 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 Dooba
Dooba. So,
Dooba.
Did we mention that we're going to talk? We have an interview with Ehrland and Joshua Harris.
Part of this episode is at the end of the episode, you're going to hear that interview that we have.
Yeah, with Ehrland Hollingsworth and Josh and the producer Joshua Harris. They were both really cool dudes. We had a great time.
Now before we go into Dooba Dooba, let's explain this to people.
Mm-hmm.
So Chris is like, hey man, we need to see this movie before we talk to these people So we had to go to Chris's house after we just got done watching 29 movies. I don't know how many movies we watched. It's like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Literally, we stopped by a Jack in the Box so I could get food
in the
to eat.
pouring ass rain, by the way.
In the pouring ass rain. And then the next day, though, all week, none of us could stop saying
Dooba Dooba.
Dooba Dooba.
I'm walking by the bathroom. Neil's doing stuff. I'm like, Dooba Dooba. Dooba Dooba.
Dooba Dooba. Dooba Dooba. Dooba Dooba. Dooba Dooba. Now, the reasoning for the word Dooba Dooba in this movie, and this is the only kind of little spoiler of it, is you have to say that while you're walking around this house because one of the people living in that house doesn't like when noises go on in the house. And so not to disturb them, they know that, you know,
you're someone's close by when they're saying Dooba 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 Dooba.
Yeah. And that you're not faking.
Yeah.
Now,
one of the things I want to say about this movie is it was made on a micro budget, dude. It's all through security cameras and it's grainy at points, but it is such a fucking crazy movie.
Yeah, and the thing is, the thing about this movie is it was Betsy and Amna
almost
were working together on what movie was it? It was the other movie that Ehrland did.
Yeah.
The one with DDP in it, because we talk about this during the interview, is that they tell us the story about working with Diamond Dallas Page.
Homestead was the name.
Homestead from 2023. And they wrote the script purposely for these two girls to be on screen together.
Yeah, and they nail it. They fucking nail it.
Betsy plays Monroe, and she is about the creepiest girl you can possibly imagine in this movie. Now, I haven't seen Homestead yet, and I really do want to go see Homestead.
Yeah.
Or find it somewhere. I haven't looked it up. I was going to look it up when I got back, but I forgot to.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Or it just slipped my mind. It happens.
Yeah.
It just happens, guys. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
It's all Chris's fault.
It is.
But Betsy is like literally in this movie is so creepy. Like I can't even imagine. Like at first she was just like, oh, you know, I'm cute and adorable and everything's going well and blah, 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 blah. But then it just like on like a turn completely gets really, really weird.
And which gets really strange. They also include these interstitials between stuff of like old archived footage from like the military or the government.
Oh my
God. It was weird. Like they were not weird. It was cool because they were trying to. And Erwin said he didn't even know why they did it, but it fits so well to sort of turn a lens on America to think that this movie is happening. And this movie is so bizarre and cool. Yeah, I've never seen anything quite like it. Like people would call it found footage, but I don't mean if it's that. It's way weirder than that.
It's a found footage movie, but I think they use that just so they can say this is why we had to film it so cheaply. And I don't think it needs to be called that it's a found footage movie. Yeah. I guess it does too because of perspection.
Yeah.
Perception.
Yeah.
The way like
way it hits your eye. Perspective.
The way it hits your eyes. Project whatever. But like literally this show. Movie, whatever. This movie is just like it just gets weirder throughout. Like, hey, Chris, I dare you to put mayonnaise on a mango and eat it.
I'll do it. Okay.
But anyway, but no, yeah, and also, Chris did bring up a good point. There are parts in this where your ADD will just go awesome because there's random cuts in this film that just pop in all of a sudden. And you're like, why am I learning about James Monroe? Was it James Monroe?
Yeah, that was James Monroe. Yeah, like a fucking PowerPoint presentation. Yeah.
A PowerPoint presentation on James Monroe. And then there's other things throughout the whole movie that you're just like, Okay.
Yeah, and it works.
It just goes right back.
It fucking works though.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed this movie. I'm glad we got to watch it. Me and Neil watched it twice. Actually, we were there at the second.
We saw it the night before. Then we watched it in the screen. Now, these two guys we met the night before down at Review Pub, right?
Rewind Video.
Rewind Video. I keep on messing that name up. Rewind Video. The Rewind Video is a pub that's attached underneath the Screenland, and it looks like your grandma's basement. If the grandkids came over all the time and they had a television.
They had it in 64s. It's Super NES. Yeah.
Like it was a 1980s, 1990s looking like basement that, has like the old television that's on the floor.
Yeah, the CRT,
But that's what the whole place looks like. But it's like there's 5 of those.
Yeah.
Like set up everywhere.
Me and Neil played out in GoldenEye and I whooped his ass. So.
Oh no, I killed him. Don't let him lie. He was just mad because I had an odd job. But anyway, but these two guys were literally very creative. The one was the producer,
Joshua,
right?
Joshua Harris.
Joshua was the producer, and Ireland. Oh man, they had some great stories. Definitely stick around to hear the interview after this.
Oh yeah,
but this. He literally wrote this because of the 2 girls and the creepiness of Betsy and the scared, like you can see the fear building through Amna through the entire movie.
The ending will blow your fucking mind. It blew mine. Like I didn't think it'd go that way, but it did.
Yeah. At the ending, you're just kind of like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yeah.
Like it's literally one of those when the credits roll, you're just like, okay, I have no idea that's what I was going to be watching.
Yeah, and it's insane. I was very, the more I thought about this movie, the more I liked it. And I'm going to say this is probably in the top 3 we saw at Panic Fest this year.
Oh, easily. Because because to take found footage, to me, found footage is kind of getting a little, and I mean, like Unfriended did it well. Dark Web did it good. I mean, but Searching. I think Searching was one of them that we watched. It was the found footage there. Yeah. Like some of those were really good, but some of them are just getting like really old, especially after the Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
How many Paranormal Activities are there? Like 142 now.
Aaron did say he was inspired by that, but to me, this is something different, much more different than that.
Right.
Yeah. And this is, and it's a horror film, no doubt, but it's not what you're thinking at all. So it's and you guys can't watch it yet. It's still being distributed, but it's being distributed by a big place. I think Red Sky Entertainment.
Yeah, we can't tell you too much about any of that.
Yeah, okay.
Because they said, you're gonna have to cut that out. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is getting distribute, or it's supposed to be getting a bigger name pushed behind it. We're not allowed to say any of that because they have to announce all that stuff because the deals, the pen isn't the paper or whatever yet.
They mentioned in theater, but they said coming. They mentioned in theater, but they said not to leave this room. So, but yeah, this will be coming out, and we want everyone to drop what they're doing.
This is Dooba Dooba is one that it is strange and weird, and it is just weird enough that it touched us right in our hearts. So I'll start off this one, Chris. I'm gonna give this one I'll give this a 4.3, man. I love this one. Out of 5, we do 5 rating on this, 0 to 5. 4.3, man. I love this movie.
I'm gonna go ahead of you. I'm gonna go 4.6. This one really grew on me.
I'll go 4.5. I'll go right under you.
Okay.
I'll go right under.
Yeah. So it's just this movie grew on me, and it makes me think. And I didn't even say it around the house. I really didn't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So yeah. So Dooba Dooba.
Dooba Dooba.
You guys.
Dooba Dooba.
So stick around after
Dooba
this.
Dooba.
Dooba Dooba.
Dooba Dooba.
Dooba Dooba.
Dooba Dooba. Like literally, when we talk to the guys here in a little bit. Now, Chris, did you see are there any reviews online?
There are reviews. There are only 4 of them, but they're all very glowing reviews. I'll read them from Kat Hughes at THN. She says, like Skinamarink, Dooba Dooba is one of those films that sinks into the audience's psyche, Gripping from the outset, there is a palpable fear that runs through Dooba Dooba's veins. Almost certainly the viewer the odd sleepless night. Well, we were sleepless just because we watched it so late. Also, this is from Kyle Logan. Oh, no, this is actually from Tina Cardellis, Beyond the Cinema and doing shows. When Dooba Dooba ends, you might have fully understand what you just watched, but one thing is certain, you want to watch it again. That's what Neil did. We watched it again. And
again,
yeah.
and we were Dooba Dooba the whole time.
And whenever we hear about what's out, we'll let you guys know where to go find it. You know, because
Dooba Dooba. Dooba Dooba.
And so we'll see.
Dooba Dooba.
So stick around. Stick around at the end of this. I'm gonna tack down.
This is a great interview, and man, we get to talk about pro wrestling for 5 seconds because they talked. They hung out with DDP, Diamond Dallas Page. So you get a double whammy right there. You get some big nerd. You get some nerdyisms popping in this one.
Yeah,
so
you get
guys have a good time.
There's a little wrestling trivia. So.
Yeah, a little wrestling trivia, horror movie trivia, and Western talk a little bit. So we had a good talk and conversation with these guys. Take a listen to this interview. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some New Panic Fest 2025 edition. Now, we've been bringing you all awesome interviews, movies, the shorts, the longs, all the above. You're short and long at the same time, I heard.
Yeah, actually, it sounds right to me.
All right. Well, this is Neil.
I'm Chris.
All right. So today we have the people who made a movie that we just got done watching ourselves. A nice little movie called Dooba Dooba.
Dooba Dooba.
I said Dooba Dooba.
Dooba Dooba.
It's Dooby Dooby.
Neil.
Is it Scooby Dooby?
It's Dooba Dooba.
Is it Scooby Dooby Doo? Where are you?
Get to it.
All right. Dooba Dooba. All right, this movie is about an in-home security cameras, which you're watching as an awkward 16-year-old girl terrorizes her well-meaning babysitter. It's a story about siblings, twins, your mom, your dad, swingers. Like, it's about everything you possibly... I mean, this is like almost a family story for you.
Not really, no. I mean, I have a twin.
Yeah, he is a twin. You don't know this, but he really is a twin. And I make the most inappropriate twin jokes all the time. Now, guys, right now, if you don't know, if you hear a couple noises in the background, that's because we got two of the people who made this film with us. Please introduce yourselves.
I'm Ehrland Hollingsworth, the writer-director of Dooba Dooba.
And I'm Josh Harris. I'm one of the producers on the movie. Good to be here with you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for being with us.
Now, we hung out late with these guys last night. I'm going to tell you right now, I think we got 2 arrest warrants from KCMO, one from KCK.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
As soon as we're done, we're going to probably have to... I'm going to go hide in Oklahoma where nobody gets arrested for anything. Now, the movie, we watched it earlier today, right before we came into this. First thing we got to do is we got to ask about this. Now, did you guys just have like a really bad babysitting experience? And that's where this came from? Like, where did the idea of this movie come from?
No, it came from originally we wanted to do something with Betsy and Amna. We played the babysitter.
They were in like 2 European films, right?
Yeah, Amna was a producer on my first film, Homestead. Betsy was starring in it.
Oh, so Homestead was yours as well.
Yeah.
Because when I was looking through the stuff, I saw a lot of the Homestead stuff, and I didn't put 2 to 2 together. Wow,
yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I talked to you about it. Whatever.
You got to wait till I'm more sober in the morning.
Yeah, not the Homestead released by Angel Pictures. We were first to the title. Yeah. So we were doing that. We wanted to make something kind of more low key, and so basically we just had Amna and Betsy, who were like 16 and 25 at the time, I think, and then it was just like, well, we why would these 2 people be hanging out?
Why would they be in a room together?
Yeah. So it just sort of came from like obviously like a babysitter makes sense, and everything kind of grew out from there.
Because we were actually one of the further questions I have down the road is like we noticed the great creepy chemistry like the 2 of them had together.
So like sort of just awkward, but it was good in a good way.
Betsy, like, oh my gosh, if I went to a house and someone said, you got to babysit this girl, I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm out. Because she put on a performance of playing Monroe that was just like really creepy. And it was just like eerie. And like, oh man, as soon as I saw her, I was like, this chick did something. She did something.
Well, she's an incredible actress. I mean, in real life, she's a very nice person. But like, as soon as she's in front of the camera, something happens. Like she can do shit.
Where did she just find these actors?
Well, so Betsy was she was on my first film, like I said, and she another actress on it knew her. We hadn't cast the main child lead, and it was like we were having a real difficult time doing it. There's a lot of girls that want to be actresses, but can't quite make it yet. So then Betsy sent a self-tape in, and we're like, okay, that's her.
So this movie is a very eye-catching name, Dooba Dooba.
Uh-huh.
Where did that come from?
Where did the phrase Dooba Dooba? Because ever since I've heard the name of this movie, obviously I messed it up here and there, but I've been saying Dooba Dooba. Every time in this house I've been staying all weekend, I'm like Dooba Dooba.
I mean, it's one of these funky things. Now when we attend festivals, like people they walk up to us and they're like Dooba Dooba, Dooba Dooba, Dooba Dooba, Dooba Dooba.
Dude,
it's a greeting now.
We literally just did a video live here in a second, and I go, if you come up to Chris, because he'll be here all week long still, if you come up to Chris and say Dooba Dooba, you can scratch him on the chin.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Where did it come from?
Well, it's just one of those like meaningless phrases of when I was originally writing it. I wrote down. I just started typing, and I typed out Dooba Dooba. And I thought that's a great phrase, and then sort of like evolved from there. But I think it's just so childish, and to make somebody say Dooba Dooba is just
oh my god, I almost want to get a Dooba Dooba tattoo.
The other thing about it is it is a movie about doubles, so it feels right. It's called Dooba Dooba.
And he knows about this, like, because if you guys know on the podcast, you probably know because I make fun of Chris about this all the time. He has a clone or twin. I call him his clone, though. I think it's funnier. Right? Why do you hate it? You guys look so much alike, and you share every... No, they don't. They look alike, but they don't look alike.
Are they fraternal?
I have young...
We're identical.
They're identical. They're identical, but...
We're literally exactly the same, but things change.
I actually also have younger twin sisters, which has nothing to do with the movie at all.
Are they identical?
Yes.
Okay,
not anymore, really. They do different hairstyles and whatever.
See, I grew up in a small town in northern Indiana, and we had 3 sets of twins, and, like, literally I hung out with twins all the time. So it's always like that switcheroo thing. Was it like, when you came up with the twin characters, did you just think, let's try to do that switcheroo thing somewhere in there? Because that literally does happen.
Yeah.
Chris told me he tried to do it on his girlfriend.
I never did that with my girlfriend. I actually never did with anyone.
You said you did it in an orgy once.
As a twin, you try to... your whole life you're trying to differentiate yourself. And so you want to be able to be an individual.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, so like
it's like what movie did we just recently watch? Mickey 17. Where like the two of them, I was like, man, that's kind of hot. 2 Robert Pattinsons.
She seemed really happy about it.
Yeah, he was like, no, that's fucking disgusting. I'm like, you're a twin.
That makes
sense. That would be really fucking weird.
I do not like twin sex jokes.
Oh my god.
So I wanted to ask about where was the regions for the location?
That house, like literally. And one thing, why was there 3 TVs on that one? They all have like VHS playing. Anyway, but where'd you find that location? Because that house itself wasn't a character in that movie.
Yeah, it was.
Was like how much it felt like. It felt like it was stuck in the 70s or the 80s. Like it had that kind of feeling. Was that someone else house, or was it actually just a stage house?
Yeah, no, that was Michelle, producer on the film. She just had a relationship with the property, and like we can shoot here for free. And it's like, we just got a creepy ass house, with all this like various Americana. It was like, there was actually a
it's creepier than we even realized.
Yeah. They had just taken out the full set of armor that was inside.
Oh my. Because, like, man, I love the aspects of that. And there was, like, even, I think it was lighting choices that you had to do because of some of the dark rooms, like the 2-bedroom with the 2 beds in it. I noticed that you kind of had to do a light on the outside of the window. But it gave that creepy, like, shadow overlay in the room that really gave it like a good little eerie look.
Yeah, that was one of the only times we actually used real lighting for it.
Yeah.
Because most of it was all just practical. But we had
Which gave it a good grainy look. Like it gave it that awesome, like realistic. Because
Yeah.
you're doing that because this is like a found footage.
Yeah.
Because of being security cameras. Like, did you go and get like did you get not momentum? What am I looking for? What's the word?
Memento.
Not memento. What? Not aspirations. Gosh dang it.
Inspiration.
Inspiration. Thank you. Sorry, I
on,
had
man.
a head injury like a couple years ago, and I sometimes can't find the words. But did you get inspirations from any like found footage films or?
Not particularly, actually. I mean, there's that one shot in Paranormal Activity with the security camera. I'm like, okay, well, yeah. No, most of the inspirations from like aesthetically are from a lot of the like analog horror on YouTube. Yeah, because I was always like interested. Like, can you make a feature film in that sort of style? Because it's a bit scrappier and more like done on your computer rather than like your traditional found footage films.
One of the things I thought was really interesting and cool about it was the interstitials you included throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Where did you guys find this stuff?
So
We went on an archival hunt.
yeah.
Those were insane. Like, did you even create some of those with the little slideshow?
Well, yeah, the PowerPoint. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was mostly Josh.
I was like, the middle of this movie should have a James Monroe PowerPoint presentation. But honestly, like that archival, those videos that have to do with, well, I don't want to give anything away.
Oh, sure.
But
Yes.
they're from medical footage from the mid-century. They're just like, a lot of that is just legit shit that Americans did in a medical context decades ago.
It was super fucking creepy.
It's creepy shit.
It kind of reminded me of like when you're watching like the Rob Zombie videos of like like Dracula or like Living Dead Girl and stuff like that, with how some of that was clipped together and stuff. And my ADD like worked perfect for that. So I mean, like just trying to grab it exactly. Because I'm always one that's like, as soon as something pops up like that, you see like a book in the corner and someone's reading. I'm trying to read the paragraph. In the book.
I'll be
like,
what's
okay,
on the
what are
newspaper?
they reading? 50 Shades of Grey. Doesn't make sense.
So the other actors, the mom and dad, and I guess.
His mom, dad, and his mom and dad, and
the
the
shed.
son.
I don't know what's up with the shed.
Oh, the shed. Yeah.
So originally there's new actors. Do you work with them before?
Billy or both the parents. We found those on. We found them just online on Actors Access.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so I was really happy because we were just like, we needed to find someone. We needed to we didn't have any money, so it was like, hopefully someone will like come out here for this and do it cheaply. But I mean, they're amazing.
Winston was awesome. He made crazy choices.
Yeah.
You know the answers, but did you what was the budget for this movie?
$20? I mean, I've been hearing the word free.
More than we wanted, but less than you would think.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
So you talked about basically paranormal activity and that sort of thing. So, and do you think you might want to do more of that found footage film?
I mean,
we're talking about one right now.
Yeah. No, I think so. I think it's a really cool like format and medium, and just like you can do a lot of stuff. It's just trying to find kind of like something that works there, and I really like playing with the form. And it gives you a lot of bandwidth to do that.
What I noticed about found footage is it's no longer like a gimmick. Now it's actually like a full-fledged genre. So assuming they're doing this, still can be done with it. So that's what I find interesting about found footage.
What do you think is the best found footage movie of all time?
God damn, dude. When we get to
What
the
do you
most
think?
influential Blair Witch.
I mean, Cannibal Holocaust?
No, maybe.
I mean, that's the one almost sent a guy to prison for life.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's that. But then the most iconic one is Blair Witch Project, of course. Which, the first time I saw that, I'm not lying. Oh, yeah. This is an exclusive for all our listeners. I did acid and went into it thinking it was a real thing.
Really? Oh, you thought it was...
Me and my buddies, I won't mention their names, but, literally, we, jet out of there. We're like, this shit, man, we can't deal with that right now. We thought... And then like the next couple of days, I was like, "There's creepy witches," until we finally found out
No, that it was fake.
It was the Tonight Show or
They
whatever.
kept it up really well for a long
like
time. I mean, it was a
2 or 3
problem for the
weeks.
actors.
Yeah.
Like for years, they were struggling to get work because
Everybody thought they were dead.
Yeah, right.
All right. So another thing I would say too is that like if anybody like really loves this, I feel like he can do that whole Evil Dead, treatment where like you can make this into like a production where it almost can lend itself to like being sequels and stuff like that because of how the movie goes and the arch of the characters. This is me trying not to spoil a damn thing with but with the arch of the character and stuff. Would that be something you'd be interested in coming back and revisiting these characters?
It says Dooba Dooba, Dooba Dooba Dooba.
Dooba 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 Dooba.
Dooba 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 Doops.
No, we wanted to do
Dooba Dooba.
Yeah.
Or Dooba Dooba Square.
We wanted to do Dooba Dooba Folia Dooba. That was our
European vacation.
European vacation. Dooba 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 Dooba. Dooba Dooba Dooba.
So, Neil, you had a question.
Oh, yeah. So, I think last night, did we talk about something about DDP for a second? What was that about? I can't remember.
Oh, he was in my first film.
He was, Dallas Page was in Homestead?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit.
He's one of the villains.
Yeah, everybody that listens to podcasts, you guys all know I'm a huge wrestling fan. Been in WrestleManias. I got wrestling tattoos. Tell us a little bit about good old Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah, no, he's great. No, he was in my so we were initially shooting for Homestead during right before COVID, literally 4 days, and then COVID happened, had to shut down. So it took about 6 months to get it back going again, and during the time, people were talking, had to replace our main lead, and then this guy Mike Markoff, who's in the film, called us up one day and was like, "Hey, I'm friends with DDP," and I was telling him about the movie, and is there a role for him? And it was like,
yes,
yeah. I was like,
I'll write one right now.
Yeah,
I'll do a cutter right in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, we'd cast everything, so it was a little difficult to sort of fit him into it.
Yeah.
And he wasn't going to be there for the whole shoot, and so we kind of had to we basically kind of rewrote a role so that we could shoot him out quickly.
Nice. Just a couple days was he out?
Yeah. I think 3 days in total.
Nice.
We had him for. But yeah, he was great. I mean, he was running yoga classes on one of the days.
DDP yoga is literally how I walk.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be walking right now.
So, I don't know if you guys can talk about any upcoming projects. We talked a little bit about it. Was there anything in the pipeline that's
anything coming out that we should be looking for you guys for soon? Anything in the works? Any ideas?
Yeah, there's certainly lots of ideas. I mean, there's always ideas. There's always scripts. Right now, we'd like to be able to try to get financing for something, so it's not spending our own money. But
hey, that's up there, guys. All you millionaires that listen, definitely these guys need.
Yeah, seriously, come hit us up. We have a bunch of movies that we want to make.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's going to kind of depend on whether or not any of that stuff can sort of come together.
Sure.
And then if not, it's kind of we sort of got another found footage we're sort of brewing on. Gonna try doing stuff for that, and so that's kind of where we're at right now.
Nice. Now, go ahead.
So, is there anything specifically people take away from it when they're done?
Not specifically.
Because it deals with issues that are real, sibling rivalries or weird family dynamics, and they're creepy, but you can sort of lean serious subjects out of this movie.
Sorry. What experience you can take out of it? I mean, I kind of intentionally didn't write it with a major theme, you know. I do sort of want people to kind of bring what they have, to the film.
Yeah.
And to take something out of it. I mean, there is, a not so subtle criticism of America in there.
Right.
You know.
Right. I didn't see any of that.
Yeah.
I joked around at one point at the editor. I mean, I'm a moron. I was like, hey, is the title really supposed to be Dooba Dooba? And obviously it is. I'm outing myself. I'm a moron. But at one point we talked about, like, what if the movie was called The American Presidents? Because in its own way, it's sort of like the Aristocrats joke.
I totally get that. Yeah, that is
American presidents.
that makes sense. If you don't know, the characters in this movie are all named after American presidents, right?
Yeah.
Most of them.
Yeah, most of them. So, besides here at Panic Fest 2025, are you going to be shipping this around anywhere else? You're going to go to another. So you got some upcoming events coming on. Some of them you can't talk about. Anything you can talk about?
Yes, we can talk about Spring Lane, which is going to be on April 12th. And then there are a couple more coming up soon that we can't name yet.
Can't announce it, but is there any way people can come down and like search you guys, haunt you guys, stalk you? Where can people stalk you on the good old interwebs?
On Instagram, at Dooba Dooba Film. I need to get posting on there, and then my Instagram is Ehrland H on Instagram. But yeah, I should post more stuff. Yeah.
And Josh here, I do not have an Instagram because I live off the grid, I guess. But
That's
I will
not
say,
true, guys. If you ever met an asshole on Reddit, this is the guy.
yes, I am. That is true. I am an asshole on Reddit. You caught me. You found me.
Yeah, which is the worst. That's the worst one to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's not as bad as 4chan, so it's... But yeah, it's hard to get away from Reddit for sure.
And then beyond festivals, we do have distribution. We can't name where yet, but by the end of the year, it will be possible to see it all over.
Nice. That was my next question. Was like, when will other people get to see it? Because we got to see it because we stole it from the outside of their trunk last night, and then we're like, hey, can we interview you guys?
And they're like, no, I guess so.
I guess now,
Yeah,
since you've seen it without. But it is going to be airing here tonight at the Panic Film Festival at what, 8 o'clock?
No,
9 o'clock? 10
10
o'clock? Yeah,
10
I'm
o'clock.
not, I don't know what
The
time.
last movie-
I don't even know what time it is now.
The last movie, the closing.
Yeah, the closing the ceremonial weekend of Panic Fest 2025. I mean, have you guys ever been out here for the Panic Film Festival before?
No,
First time.
Nice.
We're loving it. We're having a great time.
Oh yeah, this is like literally the best of like. It's not movie snobs. Honestly, like movie.
Aficionados.
Aficionados, because I hate that other word, that pedophile name.
Cinephiles?
I hate that. It sounds like pedophile every time.
It's people who fuck movies.
Exactly, and that's probably where we should end this at, guys. We want to congratulate our guests for coming on and being part for us. Thank you. If you guys can hear, the crowds are getting out of some of the movies here at Panic Film Festival 2025. You can go see and find information on all films at panicfilmfest.com or Panic Film Fest on Facebook. And also, anytime you want to see a movie in the great city of Kansas City, go to North Kansas City, go to Screenland Armor. It's awesome. Get the John Ham sandwich like we had yesterday. The Royale with cheese. They got the Kevin Bacon sandwich. Oh, I love things that are named.
I had the Midsummer last night. It's good.
The drink.
Yeah, it's great.
I had that
good.
yesterday. I think I had. Yeah, I don't care.
Had a few things.
I don't remember.
We had some Malort, and I was so mad. I've never had a Malort again.
So I want to thank you guys for coming on here. It was a real blast talking to you.
Thank
you. This has been a genuine pleasure.
Thank you guys very much.
Thanks so much.
And guys, following this, you're either going to hear our review or we're going to be reviewing the movie right after this. So please stick around for movies that don't suck and some that do. This is Neil.
I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, love each other, but please don't love your brother. All right, have a good day.